A lot of business owners still think the battle for customers and credit card processing happens on Google, but that's becoming less true every month. Today, when someone asks ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, or Copilot for the best way to accept credit cards, they're not getting 10 blue links, they're getting a shortlist, and that shortlist is quietly deciding which payment companies get considered and which ones disappear before the buyer ever visits a website. That's a major shift, because in a world where AI is making recommendations, visibility isn't enough. The question becomes, who gets chosen? Hey, I'm Mark Huntley, a growth strategist and AI discovery analyst. At LLM Authority Index, we study how AI systems shape commercial discovery, especially in high-intent categories where recommendation positioning can directly influence revenue. For years, the credit card processing industry competed around familiar factors: transaction fees, hardware, contracts, integrations, customer support, and while those factors still matter, there's now another layer influencing buyer decisions: AI recommendation systems. When a business owner asks, what's the best company for accepting credit cards, or what's the best payment gateway for my e-commerce store, or which processor has the lowest fees, AI systems don't present dozens of options, they compress the market into a handful of recommendations. And that's important because recommendation environments behave differently from traditional search environments. One of the biggest mistakes companies make is assuming that being mentioned means they're winning. It doesn't. A payment provider can appear in an AI answer and still lose. They might be referenced as an integration, they might be cited as a source, they might show up in a comparison table, but none of those positions carry the same weight as being directly recommended. In credit card processing, recommendation power matters far more than simple visibility. Because when a buyer is evaluating providers, they're usually looking for guidance. They're looking for the best option, not a list of every option, and that's where the market starts to change. When we look at the current AI discovery landscape for credit cards and payment processing, two companies consistently dominate the recommendation conversation: Square and Stripe. Square has become the default recommendation for many small businesses, retail stores, service businesses, and companies that need point-of-sale systems. When AI systems explain Square, the messaging is simple: easy setup, strong POS capabilities, excellent fit for small businesses. That consistency matters because AI systems prefer brands that are easy to explain, easy to categorize, easy to recommend. Stripe occupies a different lane. Stripe is frequently recommended for online businesses, SaaS companies, developers, subscription businesses, and organizations that need customized payment experiences. Again, the positioning is incredibly clear. Square owns in-person payments. Stripe owns online and technical payments. And because those roles are reinforced across thousands of articles, reviews, forums, and industry discussions, AI systems repeatedly place them near the top of recommendation lists. This is where things get really interesting. Many credit card processing companies offer excellent products. Some have lower fees. Others provide specialized solutions. Some have advantages in niche markets, but AI systems don't always reward product quality alone. They reward clarity. Take 𝐂𝐸𝐿 as an example. 𝐂𝐸𝐿 has developed a strong reputation around transparent pricing and lower fees. That gives AI systems a clear reason to recommend it when buyers ask about affordability. The company occupies a specific position in the market, and that position is easy for AI systems to understand. The same pattern appears with PayPal. PayPal remains one of the most recognizable names in digital payments. Most business owners know it, most consumers trust it, and AI systems mention it frequently. But recognition and recommendation are not the same thing. AI systems often include PayPal in discussions. Yet when buyers ask for the best overall credit card processor, Square and Stripe frequently receive stronger recommendation positioning. That's a critical distinction. Being known doesn't automatically mean being chosen, and that's one of the biggest lessons emerging from AI-driven discovery. The real battle today is business type fit. What makes modern AI discovery fascinating is that it organizes the market around use cases, not around company marketing messages. A restaurant owner asking about credit cards receives a different answer than a SaaS founder. A Shopify merchant receives a different answer than a local contractor. A retail business receives a different answer than a subscription-based software company. AI systems increasingly route buyers toward providers based on context. That means the winning strategy isn't necessarily becoming everything to everyone. It's becoming the obvious answer for a specific business problem. Shopify Payments wins when Shopify merchants ask questions. Clover becomes more relevant when retail and restaurant workflows matter. 𝐂𝐸𝐿 gains strength when fee transparency becomes the focus. And Stripe gains momentum when customization and online payments become the priority. The market is no longer a giant category. It's becoming a collection of recommendation lanes, and AI systems are directing traffic into those lanes. One of the patterns we see repeatedly at LLM Authority Index is that recommendation power tends to concentrate, not spread out. The reason is surprisingly simple. AI systems learn from existing evidence. They learn from reviews, editorial rankings, forums, community discussions, comparison sites, industry publications, and official company content. All of those sources combine to create what we call a citation architecture. The broader and more consistent the evidence supporting a brand's role, the easier it becomes for AI systems to recommend that brand. Square benefits from years of being described as the ideal small business payment solution. Stripe benefits from years of being positioned as the leader in online payments and developer flexibility. 𝐂𝐶 benefits from a reputation built around transparent pricing. PayPal benefits from familiarity and ease of setup. The consistency of these narratives creates recommendation momentum, and recommendation momentum is becoming one of the most valuable assets in digital discovery. For businesses evaluating credit card processing providers, this trend matters. AI systems are increasingly shaping first impressions. They're influencing shortlist creation, they're affecting comparison behavior, and they're helping buyers decide which companies deserve attention. For payment providers, that means competing on more than pricing and features. You also need clear positioning, clear use cases, and strong evidence across the web that reinforces why your solution exists, because AI systems don't just summarize information, they simplify choices. And when they simplify choices, only a handful of brands make the cut. The future of credit card processing isn't just about transaction rates, it's not just about hardware, and it's not just about software integrations, it's also about recommendation positioning. The companies winning today are the companies AI systems can easily understand, explain, and recommend, and that's an entirely different competitive battlefield. Because in AI-driven discovery, the goal isn't simply to appear, the goal is to be chosen. The next generation of winners in credit cards and payment processing won't just optimize for visibility, they'll optimize for recommendation power. And those are very different things. If you want to understand how AI is actually positioning your company in real buyer conversations, that's exactly what we analyze at LLM Authority Index.